Hello, people of the internet. It's your boy Skinny Penis with another video. We're playing Smolensk. It kind of makes sense, right? Like we're playing two ships that are kind of similar to play. Since I already mentioned Smolensk so much with the Colbert, I should now provide you an in-depth gameplay analysis of how cancer Smolensk is, or what, or why I think it's way easier to play. Maybe even overall more impactful for the average player. Definitely more impactful for the average player, actually. So yeah, thankfully I didn't have to waste a whole bunch of Elite Commander XP just to respec the captain for a light cruiser. I'm obviously running always the special commanders on these ships, but they're thankfully premium ships. Like little detail there. But I had to respec it, obviously, so I hope you know that I'm wasting a whole bunch of Elite Commander out of my 45 million or some shit. Just joking. I think it's worth it. In any case, Smolensk. Differences. The hull is better. The hull itself is way harder to kill. It's just disgusting. Like, you can cheese people so hard with Smolensk. High pen battleships or high pen cruisers close up. You can straight up go flat broadside if you're below 5-6 kilometers and never get citadel, just because no AP shell in the universe fuses on you. There's some exceptions, like for example you couldn't really T-pose like a Monty is a bit harder, for example, or stuff like the British BBs are super sus. British BBs with fast fuse or Stalin with fast fuse can still fuck you, like this one. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty disgusting. The shells are obviously easier to hit. Like your arcs are way better than those of Colbert, so you have a way easier time bringing your DPM to bear, essentially evening out Smolensk and Colbert in terms of effectiveness. Even like super unicoms tend to average way more in, like not way more, but more in Smolli than Colbert. Yeah, it's just nature. Colbert has more on paper, but it doesn't matter if you just can't hit people at max range that often or that consistently. Smolensk just shits HE at any range and doesn't really give a fuck. Also, the AP is way more potent because of the arcs and the shell travel time. Like, you can fuck with people turbo if you get flat broadside AP shots. Smolensk is disgusting. That's also something most people don't do in Smolli. Just because it has like DD guns, they tend to not spam AP that much. Even though that's exactly why it's turbo broken in my opinion. Because people that give flat broad, I mean, look at the shell travel time. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. In any case, we're doing the same as Colbert, going somewhere, farming people. The only impact you find with that ship, or the most likely way that you can impact the game, is HE spam from range on 3 million targets at the same time. This guy's diving island, which is sad. For now we don't have to pop the smoke. That's definitely the added gimmick of Smolensk and why it's so broken, especially in like less experienced player hands. You do have the funny option of popping a smoke. Gotta be a bit careful here that I'm not getting one shot in the early game. It would be a disaster. I wanna obviously keep my DPM afloat. Could maybe try the... Guy seems to aim pretty well, hopefully. Ah, yeah, well. It's a bit harder to citadel that thing than Colbert. Can assure you that. Popping one smoke since I have 3. My AP still shatters on that range unless I hit upper belt, so that's a bit of a problem. But that is not a wee big issue, just because we have HE. We have an insane HE DPM too. I think it's the second highest, by the way. Like Smolensk HE DPM is right behind Colbert. Still only half of it, I think. As I did the other video. And here you can see 5k AP. Disgusting bullshit. 3k, I mean it's not the perfect target. 6k, actually, we're getting more and more disgusting salvos. Pretty dumb smoke. And in retrospect, I thought the Georgia would just stop nose in and reverse again, so we didn't really get any value out of it here. But in my opinion, what lots of people also don't do in Smolensk is open water farming, even though it's super effective at that. Still spotted. Yeah, the booster. The booster is kind of stuck on that rock given the GK's position, so we can just perma-farm him here, because he kind of has to be stationary or reverse. Otherwise he goes flat broadside to the GK. Again, on Smolensk, don't spec IFHE, it doesn't fucking make sense at all. You want the fire chance. You're super disgusting also against cruisers. Obviously cruisers have a bit of an easier time to deal with you just because the fires are only 30 seconds. Then again, they don't have fire prevention at all. If every BB would play fire prevention, ships like Colbert and Smolli wouldn't be as effective at all. Like, I can just mention it again and again. If you spec fire prevention, it becomes a pretty big hassle for gunboats or HE slingers to kill you, especially the ones that don't have the penetration to fuck with your main armor plates. But you can see here, it's a kiting Smolensk at 14 km and we're actually hitting him. Interestingly enough, if I would have IFHE here, for some odd reason, I could actually pen lots of the Smolly's plating, the Wooster's plating. Like, if you play IFHE, you don't really pen anything, but cruisers. Like, other light cruisers. I mean, the kind of type that's in between Colbert and Smolli, the ones that have 25 and 27 millimeter. I think you break 27 even with Smolli if you pick IFHE. Yeah, but overall, I mean, if a Yodo turns flat broadside, or like if a Yodo comes into you, you're gonna shit on him anyways, just because it's the baddest target. Or if a Wooster sits somewhere, you can just HE spam these people, and if they turn flat broadside, you penetrate them everywhere with AP, so there's no real reason to buff your HE pen for specific cruisers that suffer against like any other target anyway, or like any target already, especially BBs and heavy cruisers. So not necessarily going to increase your game impact that much if you're building to fuck classes that are already having a hard time. You should definitely focus on dealing more damage to the heavy ships. That's what you're designed for. So, like, look, we can still hit these shells super easy. It's Grozovoi guns. Since I said Colbert has better arcs than Marceau, Smolli has the same arcs as Grozo. There was no change made to that, I think. So, yeah. I mean, if they would have improved Grozovoi arcs on the ship, it would become pretty fucking disgusting. Sadly, we're playing into a permakite flank here. It's a given, though. Their Georgia inted, their submarine inted. The Izumo therefore instantaneously decided to turn out. The Wooster obviously had to give up the spot too. Sadly, we couldn't keep spotting on him. The GK also died, so he got away for free. Bit sad. I'm playing Hydra here too. On Smolli it's even better than on Colbert, just because you were sitting in smokes, so you don't really want to get torped by AFK Haalands, Dalaners, or shit like, what is it, Shemas, 20 km and stuff. Just want to be a bit more safe against that, since these light cruisers like Colbert or Smolli don't have a torpedo belt at all. So if I eat a torp midship from a Shema, that's 2/3 of my HP removed for free. I'm going to anticipate that the Kreml is gonna keep pushing. The Monty is doing interesting things there. Reversing flat broadside. We're going to load AP here. I will stay in the cap. For some reason the Izumo died. I have no clue how that happened. I'm going to help our ship with AA here. It's a bit of a disaster though that I'm spotted because of that, you know? Uh-oh. Yeah, these kind of salvos could definitely one-shot you. Ooh. Don't have to pop the smoke yet, just because he just shot. He's the one that I have to dodge the shells from. I'm going to smoke now, just so he doesn't get a second shot out. Smoke isn't positioned in a great spot, I know, but I have to also make sure that we get the cab. It would be pretty important here. We insta-pop the heal. We don't have to Hydra yet. It's only a Lo Yang that can spam torps here. He's also far outside of his torpedo range. It's 9-2 on the long range torps on Lo Yang. Sadly, he smoked off everyone there. So even our carrier is not really getting in good spots. Gotta be careful here. Carrier just inted the planes instead of chilling and waiting in front of the smoke. So the Wooster could definitely make a funny inting move and go for a radar on us, with the Monty being able to shoot us. We get only 5 seconds to go in behind cover the moment we're radared. Carrier's coming in for spots again. Maybe I get a fire here, I don't know. Huh? Well, now here's a bit of an issue, because I can't really lob the Monty that easy here. The arcs are just too good. For now I can, but if he goes full speed closer to me, I have a problem. We got the cap. Important, just so there's no risk of being zeroed. Our carrier is really bad at keeping people lit or understanding who to spot. Yeah, those torps run out. I was like, maybe the guy moved up, so I better hydro in case there was torpedoes sent my direction, but there weren't. So I want to permafire on the Monty, would instantaneously kill him. Can't get the heal off fast enough. Oh wait, he beached. Okay, I can go forward again. Don't have to reverse and risk myself getting fucked by the Wooster. I think my battleship from Bezos is just going to kill him here. Or whatever the fuck just shot him. No, actually not. I'm going to kill him. Okay. Great. Oh, there's the Wooster. Finally my carrier decides to spot this guy. Oh, the Kremlin. Oh, we're having a little bit of a funny moment here. We slow down, we slow down. He shot for the acceleration. The thing is, if you don't get one-shot by these shells, I get so much time now in between volleys to fucking grief him with my HE. Not funny anymore. There you go, fire. Okay, that salvo looks a bit better because I was stationary. Same. Gonna heal again. Still on fire? Nope, he DCP'd. My carrier's coming in for spotting again. He still has planes. That's good. Gotta be really careful. The ship doesn't slow down or accelerate as fast as Colbert, obviously, so... But we can use the islands here to just perma-spam the Kreml without even being spotted, unless the Wooster now pops the radar. Don't know why... Where are my shells landing, dude? This is some fucking bullshit here. Jesus Christ. Going to go forward faster now to keep guns on the Krem. Oh, the Wooster just inted himself turbo, so there you go. Pretty easy. And now we're going to risk it against the Kreml, pushing him because the game is essentially over. So I really want to get towards the carrier maybe to get the damage, you know, the damage. Sadly, we weren't the ones getting the permafire on the Krem. Ah, unfortunate. Still though, even though he's saturated and we don't get the fire, we can still do a whole bunch of HE damage. Hiya! This map would have been better for overall for Colbert. The only way, or like the only way this Smolensk is really fucking disgustingly strong on this map is if I'm playing, or if I'm allowed to play a flank 9-10 1-2 line and the enemy actually pushes, so I can be kited and use my smokes. It would help better or more there. Wait a minute. What is the Loyang trying here? Hopefully there are no torps. Could be. I mean, even Loyang torps are a bit of a risk for me. Because, as said, like, zero torpedo belt doesn't matter what kind of torps. Even Haaland only needs 3-4 torpedoes to essentially remove you from the game. I could torp here. Added bonus of Smolli, you can not only T-pose people and flap broadside them close up, but you can also... Is he going to get spotted here or not? Come on. Whatever, dude. Oi oi oi. There are the torps. I'm gonna eat one. Dude, I'm always getting decapped right before I get the cap. 6k on the ass. Definitely some damage there. Actually, I could just also go for the Rhone for more damage, since I think the carrier is going to be 9-10 lines so far away. I'm not really able to catch him here. I can just kill the Rhone with my Donskoy together. For some reason, he's where he is. Interesting position, not gonna lie. Donskoy gets a Citadel on a Rhone, that's epic. Didn't even know that was possible on the German weird-ass cancer sits. Ah. Full turning out. Unluckers. Pretty low damage game for a Smolensk, to be honest, given also the fact that it was a 5 BB game on Shatter. Yeah, but we saw the Georgia 1 heal himself and the other BBs dodging us. That's something that happens an awful lot if you play a light cruiser. The moment you're spotted, BBs just dodge you too, just because they know, well, they're too dumb to spec fire prevention in their BBs, but they also hate tanking HE then. Obviously they hate it, because without fire prevention you can't tank light cruiser HE spammers really well, because you're gonna perma double fire most likely. So yeah, they don't learn how to spec their ship correctly against it, and then, oh, triple fire, look, disgusting. We are being a wee bit disgusting. Easy time to hit this, is so easy to fucking hit these people. Can I get the kill? Probably, yep, nice. Since the Duncan dies and the game is still gonna last for so long, I might even be able to get to the carrier here. Lo Yang still full HP, he's gonna torp the Alsace, but he plays the long range torps, we already saw that, so... He's a King's guy actually, I know Mandix. I think he was kicked. Ah yeah, true, I remember talking to Very about that guy, I think. Anyways, he has the long range torpedoes, which means he can't really stop the Alsace from one-shotting him. If he had the short range ones with increased damage, he might be able to one-shot the Alsace. As you can see, like 0 damage. Lo Yang is more of a torp spammer. It plays the long range ones. Does he get a second set out that actually kills the Alsace or not? Nope. We're going to cap here. By accident. As you can see, you just like play more centered around your team. I tried to play Kite first, then I instantaneously turned it around when they started to run away. Then I waited in the... Like, essentially you just do the same as Colbert. You anticipate the enemy's move and then you wait them. You can't just straight up push into it. Like, for example, if I'd play a... what is it? Des Moines, Stalin, Moskva, any sort of like heavier cruiser, I can go and actually go nose in, push and spot myself. The guy plays the... Yeah. Plays the big rockets. Would be kind of cool if he doesn't grieve me, but these two people, because he's just gonna lose planes for nothing. I'm not gonna die here. It's actually like a Unicom division there. What is it? It's an Odin, Lexington, Loyang. Well, they normally, if they would have tier 8 or lower matchmaking, that's a pretty disgusting div with carrier and Loyang. Loyang for cap contesting. Odin is like the only shit ship in there. But since they got tier 10, like they just suffer. Nothing really. Nothing special really. We actually got 2 full base caps and a contest. Somehow I end up inside caps with Smolensk. The thing is, you're a bit more... it's a bit easier in Smolensk to play aggressive than Colbert. In case there is no radar or torpedo angles from torpedo DDs. You can actually play pretty aggressive and just pop your smoke. Your smoke fire is sub 5 km, right? Yeah, it's no, actually it's sub... That's a pretty high smoke fire. Didn't you know that? 5.9. I thought it was like 5.2, 3 or something. But yeah, 5.9 is still enough. So you can just... You can essentially just... smoke up in front of people's faces. If they're like 10 km away, and as long as they don't have a radar, you just bring pain. The closer you are, the more disgusting Smolli becomes also. I mean, for Colbert it's more obvious, but Smolli does the same shit. I'm going to turn to the left so I can get better gun angles on the Lexington. I one proc his DCP, I believe. But Zas will also most likely going to one-shot him here. As said, pretty sad damage for Smolensk. I don't get the carrier for myself, so yeah. Oh my god, Alsace deleted him as expected. Yeah, if I would have gotten the carrier all by myself now, that would have been great. Yeah, our carrier waited a bit too long there. 183, 3 kills is still fine for the fact that I didn't really get to farm tier 10 or super ship BBs. Oh fuck, I have boosters on. Yeah. First of the team. Oh good. It's actually a rare occasion that I'm playing Smolensk. It's literally just because of the Colbert. It's all fire damage, pretty much all HE damage. We got some juicy AP hits in. We're going into the commander spec. It's by the way the exact same as Colbert. On Smolli this makes a bit more sense, top grade gunner, since your concealment is a wee bit worse. In the end, I think the fire chance... I mean, you can't really spec it, you know, because on Colbert you had the 4 heal base, now you have the 3 heal base, and you only have 2 smokes without super intense. So you really want 3 smokes. It's only Russian smokes, you burn through them quite a lot. The thing though is that the smokes are kind of what makes you super fucking disgusting and hard to deal with, because if you just decide to only shoot from smokes alone, you're probably still gonna reach 150 average in this ship, just because some smokes allow you to do 100k for free, and the time you can free farm. If you get good fires, good fire RNG and the right BBs without fire prevention, one smoke can net you way more than 100k. That's super disgusting. This is for free again on Smolli, same as Colbert, small caliber guns. You don't get the concealment increase, and yeah, fire chance. So there's not really anything special there. For the modules, it's also the same. You run range, not reload, to essentially allow yourself to DPM more targets, be a bit more viable with that DPM. That's a bit better than having 12% better reload on these ships. Definitely run Hydro mod if you play it. I'm not like willing to get it. Also, when it was released and I spammed it solo a bit, or like quite a lot, like 100 games, I mostly ran it with Def AA, just because it's super passive cruiser most of the times. So carriers also carriers don't necessarily go for you that often, but when they go for you, it's a pain in the ass. Just because the ship doesn't have HP, neither does it have armor. Well, obviously when it was released, there were less carriers that could fuck with you. Now there has been the funny introduction of Malta, that, by the way, the same thing counts for Colbert 2. Malta is like specifically designed for some reason as a carrier to counter the specific ships that normally were supposed to turbo counter CVs with their AA. Light cruisers. Like, light cruisers are supposed to fuck with carriers, and they're super hard to drop because of their maneuverability and stuff. And their good concealment also, so you're like right in their AA when you spot them as a CV. But then they figured, can't be that there's no carrier that fucks with light cruisers instant, so they introduced Malta with the AP bombs, and the AP bombs are kinda able to one-shot you. I'm not even like shitting you here. The AP bombs of Malta have the option of one-shotting you, but even if they don't, on average they're most likely going to remove half your ship. If they're dropped half decent. Same for Colbert or Austin. It's just a disaster, guys. It's standard battle. There's no cap over here, so I'm not gonna go deep into the flank. I might get myself stuck there. So yeah, and I have no way of dealing with these DDs unless my Elbing does or is randomly a super unicum. But even if he's a super unicum, he still has a hard time too against the destroyers. Like, his spotting and maneuverability doesn't really allow him to fuck with these. Gotta be a bit careful here about the Druid, honestly. Like, that thing can citadel you out at 12, 13 kilometers even. Obviously also cruisers overmatch you again, like with Colbert. Improved pen angle cruisers are a pain in the ass for both ships, Colbert and Smolli, because you can't really angle up at all against them, as they penetrate you. Actually, it's a situation where when you angle up, it's more likely that you suffer than giving flat broadside. That's the thing with the armor fuse on on Smolli. Like, if you go flat broadside to cruisers, you're gonna eat way more overpens than sits, while as if you're like angled slightly. So yeah, good ship design in my opinion. BB's obviously all overmatch me. That thing, that thing has not the HE penetrate. Actually, does it have the HE pen to sit me? But that thing can definitely HE sit me. Like, you gotta keep that in mind. Even Conqueror HE can kind of one-shot you. Same for like Thunder HE. Gotta be a wee bit careful there. We're going to this rock, turning out to the left, so I'm not stuck nose in to the Moscow. Ugh, this is just shit. Can obviously shoot. Oh, it's the Haaland. He's opening up. What? Oh, we got into the island spot without eating a massive bunch of cock, like, so it's kind of fine. Hiya, the Haaland could be a problem if he... Am I stuck? No, I'm not stuck. Haaland could be a problem, but I'm going to choose playing the island here. Oh, he's already popping the radar. That's good, because at the moment the radar is down, I can just smoke up and reverse. No way of spotting me here, really. Look, only back turrets, 4.8k AP. The AP do be hella sus on this ship. I just hope that these BBs are not crossfiring me, man. That would be fucking sad. Gotta be super careful here, to be honest, on the rock. But open water wasn't really my... Gotta torp this. The hydro. The Haaland is spotting me now. Hiya! Going to get into a better position. The BBs from over there are ignoring me, so it's only the people in front of me that are shooting me. But the people in front of me that are shooting me have no reason to slow down just because my team is a fucking AFK disaster. Standard battle, and all my dipshit teammates are camping in base. Here I'm going to eat a torp. You just have to take it, I guess. Gonna heal. Took it on the ass, can heal more about that. Ah, I'm going to reposition. There are 3 BBs now coming down here. So I want to be in a position, like I can't go back here, that's too risky, but I can go around the island, play the long game, and then pop a smoke. Farm those BBs. It's very unfortunate to play this side without like, any sort of carrier support and just an Elbing. I mean, Elbing isn't playing that bad. He's kind of bad. I'm not spotted here actually. The Conqueror isn't spotted either if he doesn't shoot, so I guess whatever. Yo, the Vincent is making a move into the middle of the map, so I'm going to pop a smoke here. He's not maybe moving in, but like, man, my fucking team is so bad at smoke, at spotting, dude. Holy shit. These motherfuckers. Like, what? How can you be that bad? Why would you smoke up there in a shimmer? Bruh. I'm suffering, dude. I'm fucking suffering in this game. You need spotting, and my team is just camping. Boosh. Boosh. Can I lob it? Good question. Probably not. Colbert could. I can't. So I don't know why this guy is so super overly passive. I can't lob it. Also can't help the shimmer, but the druid is currently killing himself. That's pretty decent. We got spot on the Vincent. Imagine. We can actually do something from our smoke, because our team... that motherfucker is blind firing. Well, unless he gets super lucky, I'm not gonna fucking take so much damage here. Obviously, you're not really effective against super heal BBs. They're like... They can tank your shit for fucking days. Oh, come on. We're fucking hacked. If you're real. Blind dropping me. You gotta be shitting. He lets the fire take. It's obvious. You can just heal it back. So there's like... Actually DCP'd now too. Can I lob it? I think if I have to leave the smoke anyway, 19 seconds, I can get better angle from base on this Vincent. Maybe get a perma now since he DCP'd. You could see the damage counter wasn't ticking anymore, so yeah. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. He's like, but he already super healed. That's weird. But he's just gonna get all his fucking HP back. A good time to actually run away, given the fact that there's some shitty fucking Haaland trying to torp us. Cringe people in their Haalands. PT is definitely one of the most viable skills here. I can just always know when people are... Oh, he went behind the island. I can stay here. Unspotted. This guy's gonna get removed by battleships just because he's like fucking flap broadsiding there. Got a fire. Wonder if he insta DCPs, to be honest. Double fire. Now he's gonna definitely DCP this shit. Huh? Yeah, he did. I don't really know how to play this. The Vincent is still in a position for me to farm from here. Vincent fire still ticking? That's a no fire prevention Vincent. I'm still not gonna kill him here though. Like, it's not gonna happen. Going to pop another smoke here just to be safe. You can always, like, it's always nice to keep your HP and then open water late game instead of keeping your smokes but dropping HP and then having, like, you can still die in the smokes. Like the safest way. But it's hard to kill you open water. We're switching immediately the moment the Vincent is back on the menu with his spotting. Obviously our CV seems to be hating spots. Would you believe it that there would be actual spots on these battleships? Well, well, well. I'm the furthest forward ship in my team with my fucking Smolensk, and my team is too brain dead to spot anything. He popped the next super hero. The thing is though, the moment he reverses there, but my team doesn't have any sort of fucking gun angles on this from the right side, like where the Elbing is. This guy's just gonna get to super heal over super heal, and we're just like farming. I mean, yeah, we're farming his super heals out, so I guess it's a wee bit worth. But other than that, there's like no real point to it. Gonna eat another Haaland Torp. Great impact on the game, by the way, from the Haaland there, huh? 2 Torp hits. I'm still kinda like more than half. Can also heal. Thankfully he wastes his shitty Torps. Actually that guy just randomly decided to go for a broadside. That's on him. I mean, he wanted to die there, I guess. That's definitely on him. There was no reason. Also, the Haaland could have just took the fucking BB, to be honest. That's on him. Like 100%. Like he could have just not done that and stay behind the rock. There was not really anyone who could consistently shoot him. He panicked or something, or I don't know, he didn't want to live anymore and decided to just run out and fucking die. He could load AP here, to be honest. The upper belt on the Yamato with 32 is something that I penetrate. But you can just see it's like way more disgusting than Colbert. Just sitting in the middle of the map, being able to effectively farm all these people. Even at like 15, 16 km. And you can pop a smoke whenever it gets a bit dicey, you know. You know. Oh wait, the Haaland. Steel Haaland gamer, man. What a legend he is. GG. Oh, that motherfucker just got yeeted and deleted from the middle of the map. Based. Very based. We can turn in. These ships don't have angles on me. The Moskva doesn't either. I mean, even at that range, there's not really a lot that happens. Can't hit the Haaland. I became pretty fucking bad at aiming with a Smolli at this point, so I just don't play it anymore. I personally believe it's one of the fucking most cancerous ships to play in 2023. 2022 was already fucking cringe if you played it. It's just like you're some selfish piece of shit farmer in a smoke, and otherwise you don't do anything. Not a big fan of that. Still probably more effective at that than a Venezia. Venezia. It's, by the way, something that really baffles me about Venezia, because it doesn't matter what ship you spot below 10 against light cruisers or cruisers in general. You can shit on them with any cruiser. Like Smolensk nukes cruisers way faster than Ven. Like Ven is this one big shot, Smolli in the same time just shits 4 salvos, murders them anyways. Like GG's, I guess. We have Hyde ready soon, and we will fuck with this Haaland. Isn't that great? Quick little farming session on the Moskva. China CV5, or China V5. I don't fucking know what that clan tag is, but he's definitely from C server. He's a legend in the game. A legend in the brain. Good move in his Moskva for sure. Does he have Kuzi? He doesn't even have Kuzi. Big bro. Get the kill here? Yeah. Now we pop in the Hydro. Oh, there might be an incident. At these ranges, Smolensk may do very, very naughty things to Haaland. The fat and dumb DD that it is. And the best part is, he can't even disengage. Because he doesn't have a fucking smoke. So he's dead. Adios. Adios. Look at this, man. Oh, a steel camo Haaland. Doesn't play RPF though, so it's not like a... Woo! Fat fucking chunky dipshit. Oh my god. Isn't it beautiful? Just murdering this. And now we get to farm the Conqueror. It gets even better. There's a fucking Vermont in their base, full HP too though. That's fucking interesting. Beautifuls. DDCP? Useless team, he says. In a Haaland. Uh-huh. Irony. Hopefully he says means it in a sarcastic way. We didn't really do shit in a Haaland either. Going to park here. Hopefully my carrier spots this motherfucker. Gonna park with my smoke. Yeah, we can fuck the carrier. Oh ho ho ho. Yee-wee. Moving? No, he's not even moving. Game could be pretty big. I kill the carrier and then I can go for the conqueror. Using AP here since currently there's like Conqueror is coming back into my range in the smoke. Perfect. Oh yeah, my team keeps the spots. Yes, yes. Fast, fast. DCP should be off by now, I think. I hope. I don't know, man. It lasts for eternity on carriers, so real bummer there, hey? But isn't it cool that you just have this 16-kilometer HE shitter that can also smoke up? It's just epic, isn't it? Epic. It's just epic. This could be a 300k game. Hiya! I gotta fire you? Or is it like illegal to get that? Oh, there we go. Cheeky little fire. We wait until the Conqueror shoots the Zao or something, so yeah, good, there you go. I don't have a smoke anymore. I gotta get into safety from the Vermont Salem and then kill the Conqueror 1v1. It should be pretty easy for me here. I can just park like this. He DCP'd. Fuck, he might actually have a super heal left. He's also shooting AP, which is a problem for me, because for some reason the British AP, no, not for some reason, for a very obvious reason, the British AP will, oh my god, he could one-shot me here. Ooh, sheesh. If he has a super heal ready, I have a big time problem, holy shit. I'm going to live this. I was stationary and he got pretty disgusting dispersion for a conqueror, I'm gonna lie. Can I get a fire here, please? Please? May I be able, thank you, to get the fire, yeah. We're going nose in, trying to minimize the shells that are coming in on me. I can't T-pose these, like this battleship at this range. He gets the fucking Giga Crack dispersion again. Kuznetsov procced. But now I survived and I can use these islands to farm the funny Vermont. Lucky there. Really fucking lucky there, dude. Oh, he's aiming for me. Well, you're not gonna see me ever again. Adios. Adios. And I still have my carrier while you don't, so you get to farm you for free, man. Oh, he's blind finding. No, man. One shell kills me, please. RNG, please, don't kill me. Wee, that was close, man. Yeah, we're just abusing islands, we're abusing smokes, we're abusing Smolensk. That's the reason why I just think this ship is just so fucking utterly disgusting to play against. You get farmed by that thing, you're fucking done. If you can't counter kill it or radar it, you're just fucking done, dude. Also the AR, the tactical AR that I got myself by going low on purpose. Could have played it safer, but if I would have played it safer I wouldn't have gotten that great reward. Look at the AP chunks too. Yee! Ugh, 7k, bro. How is this ship allowed? I don't know. How did it make it to life? I don't fucking know. Hee Yeah, like you couldn't really see both games that I open watered it. Oh my god, we might make it to... Did we make it to 400? No way, is there? No greed now, no greed. The guy has fast heals, so... Could get to 400 here. Thoughts? Non-arms race, 400k. Cancer? Smolli being just Smolli? Oh, no, I don't get to 400. Actually, he kills me here too. Wait a minute. The Elbing kills him. Unlucky. Someone, I think the Vermont got a shot him before he went dark, that's why he lost 15k randomly. Could have had 400. Shot! So sad, man. Thankfully I didn't take the boosters off, I forgot about that one actually. I forgot to take them off and I end up getting 3.699k. Straight up, by the way, the reason why I hate Smolensk, it's so fucking disgustingly overpowered. It's like not even funny. It's like the worst farmer to play against by far. Easy to hit, long range shells, good arcs, smoke, so you can't spot it unless you play certain ships. Even if you torp the smoke, it thing gets hydro. Like, wow, the ship is just a fucking monster. 23 fires, dude. Ugh, it's just disgusting. Holy goddamn shit. That thing is not okay. And then the if you catch a DD or DD overcommits, like below 8 kilometers, probably like, I mean, if it's below 6, he's fucking dead. But even below like 8, you murder him. Even below 10, you can inflict so much damage. So in the entire area of your smoke, like if you smoke up, you have essentially created a 10 to 12 kilometer no-go zone for DDs, especially gunboats, since you just murder them. Holy shit. Well, 386k, those are the two only Smolensk games I think in the past months I played, and yeah, there's just nothing to be had there. That's why I'm not playing them. There's nothing challenging about them. You're essentially just chancing it on matchmaking and the intelligence of the enemy BBs to spec fire prevention and your own team, and then you end up either getting like 150 farm, 200 farm, 300 farm, or sometimes even 400k farm. Disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, so sadly you can't get that ship anymore unless you want a whale on Christmas, but I think most people have it, especially the old people. They just had it since it was available for a coal one day randomly. They thought this ship being introduced to the game was fine. Since they changed the gameplay mechanics a bit around light cruisers, regarding the captain rework not allowing them to take 20% range, like they effectively nerfed the range and DPM at the same time. Because before that you could take BFT and reload mod, which is a 22% reload reduction, while you could get 20% range increase with AFT, since you could take the DD skills on cruisers. So this thing had more range while having 22% less reload. Now you obviously get the 10% HE increase for light cruisers, so it's not like that bad, but HE alpha isn't as effective as 10% reload through the captain, because with the reload you also shit more fires. So yeah, that's they changed essentially gameplay mechanics and captain completely just to also nerf Smolensk and also Colbert, because Colbert was way more disgusting before that too. So yeah, can't get it anymore. Bummer really, but the ones that have it, please don't play it. And I think it became pretty apparent that Smolensk is overall way more effective than Colbert, just because of the smoke and the range effectiveness. So yeah, that's it for that. Don't touch that ship. Don't touch that ship. And see you in the next video.